The news landed with the force of a sonic boom, breaking headlines and stunned viewers. A sleek Gripen in flight cuts the sky. Sweden formally offered to sell Canada a fleet of 88 brand-new Gripen E fighter jets. Confirmation came from Stockholm and from Ottawa on this day, November 5, 2025. The announcement sent immediate ripples across the Atlantic. In Washington, the reaction was more than surprise. Sources inside the Pentagon called it genuine shock. For years, the contest to replace Canada's aging CF-18 Hornets looked like a predictable race. That race was expected to be between American-made aircraft. Sweden has now turned that race on its head with an aggressive, unexpected proposal. Saab's move is more than a sales pitch. It's a direct challenge to the established order of Western military procurement. The offer was public, not a quiet inquiry, designed to capture Canadian politicians and taxpayers. It forces a fundamental re-evaluation of Canada's path to modernize its air force. The Pentagon's stunned response underscores the stakes. Canada's choice will define its air defense for the next 40 years, and could signal how mid-sized powers navigate relations with the United States. Timing was critical. Canada's fighter search has been a long, troubled saga of delays and cost debates. Sweden saw Canadian indecision as a strategic opening. Presenting a complete package of 88 aircraft, Saab offered more than a product. It offered a political solution. The swiftness and scale aimed to cut through bureaucratic inertia. Now Canada has a concrete, different alternative on the table. For Washington, the shock is about disrupting a carefully managed allied ecosystem. The US has long been the primary supplier to partners like Canada. That supply path helped ensure high interoperability. A fleet of Swedish jets introduces a variable the Pentagon hadn't seriously anticipated. It raises immediate questions about technology sharing, joint operations, and the future of North American air defense under NORAD. The game has changed. Washington is scrambling to understand the new rules. So, what exactly is the Saab Gripen? It is a single-engine, a multi-role fighter aircraft designed and manufactured in Sweden. Multi-role means it performs air-to-air combat, ground attack. The latest version, the Gripen E, the model offered to Canada, is a significant upgrade. It features a more powerful engine, a greater payload capacity for weapons and fuel, and a highly advanced suite of electronic warfare systems and sensors. It is designed to be a nimble and adaptable fighter for the 21st century battlefield. The core design philosophy has always been different from American counterparts. Saab engineered it for a smaller country with a large, rugged territory. This means it is exceptionally efficient to operate. It consumes less fuel, requires fewer ground crew for maintenance, and can be turned around for a new mission in a matter of minutes. Crucially, the Gripen is designed to operate from dispersed, unconventional locations, short runways, and even reinforced public highways. Why did Sweden make such a specific and generous offer to Canada? The motivations are economic and strategic. For Saab, securing an order of this magnitude would be a massive victory, ensuring the Gripen production line remains active for years to come and solidifying its position as a major global competitor. A sale to a G7 nation and key NATO member like Canada would be a powerful endorsement. It would open doors to other potential customers who might otherwise only consider American or European consortium jets. From a strategic standpoint, Sweden sees Canada as a like-minded partner. Both are northern nations with vast territories and a commitment to international stability. Strengthening defense industrial ties with Canada enhances Sweden's security and builds a coalition of nations operating its technology. The offer is also a statement of industrial sovereignty. Saab is signaling there are credible high-tech alternatives outside the dominant American defense industry. That message appeals to Canada's desire for independence in foreign and defense policy, making the Gripen not just a plane, but a political statement. The headline number is 88 aircraft, a figure that precisely matches Canada's stated requirement. This is no coincidence. Saab is offering a one-to-one solution, but the offer extends far beyond the jets themselves. Preliminary documents show a comprehensive support package, initial pilot training, technician training, a long-term sustainment program, access to spare parts, software updates, engineering support, coverage for the fleet's entire life, projected at least 40 years. Cost is a key pillar. Exact figures remain confidential. Swedish officials hint Gripen E's lifecycle cost is significantly lower than the F-35. Graphic: lifecycle cost comparison with Gripen lower. Saab says Canada could save billions over decades. Delivery timeline is another aggressive part of the bid. Saab claims it can start delivering Gripen E jets to the RCF very quickly, potentially years ahead of other aircraft. The Gripen E production line is active now, producing jets for the Swedish Air Force and for the Brazilian Air Force. Canada's CF-18s are well past retirement. Rapid delivery is a strong incentive. It helps close the capability gap worrying military planners. The Pentagon's shock stems from an assumption about its relationship with Canada. A Canadian Gripen could set a precedent, eroding hardware cohesion Washington built. The F-35 is a flying information hub, built to collect, process, and securely share battlefield data. Much of this technology is classified and proprietary. Integrating a third-party aircraft like the Gripen into those networks is a formidable technical and security challenge. The Pentagon worries about data leaks and cybersecurity vulnerabilities, and simply not sharing information at the speed and detail future conflicts demand. Finally, the surprise is political. Choosing a Swedish alternative over top-tier American aircraft reads in Washington as a statement. It could signal independence or rebuke US costs and delays. The US establishment assumed Canada would align on the biggest decisions. The Gripen offer makes that far less certain. When comparing the Gripen E to its main rivals, particularly the American F-35 Lightning II, it is not which jet is better, but which is better suited for Canada's needs. The F-35's defining feature is very low observable stealth, making it extremely difficult to detect. It also boasts an advanced sensor suite, fusing multiple sources into one picture. It penetrates heavy defenses and quarterbacks other aircraft. The Gripen E is not a stealth aircraft in the same category. It reduces signature where it can, but relies on world-class electronic warfare to jam, deceive, and disrupt, an electronic cloak. It's a superb dogfighter, operating at high tempo from austere bases. Something the F-35, with heavier support, struggles to match. The most dramatic difference is cost, high to buy, and to fly. Gripen is built to be affordable. In range and payload, profiles differ. The F-35 carries weapons internally to maintain stealth, limiting initial payload. Gripen carries more externally, trading stealth for firepower. The Gripen E also increased internal fuel, giving a competitive combat range. Canada must weigh the F-35's deep penetration stealth and data fusion against the Gripen's flexibility and lower cost, including the Gripen's powerful electronic warfare. Final. Canada must weigh those trade-offs across territory and alliances. Buying a fleet of fighter jets is not like buying a car. It is governed by strict national and international rules. A Gripen deal must navigate a maze of regulations. Sweden must approve the export. ISP reviews alignment with Sweden's policy and security. Likely a formality, still required. The real complexity is ITAR, US export controls on defense tech. The Gripen E uses US-sourced parts, chips, engine elements, weapon systems. The US must approve re-export of those components. Washington holds a powerful, often unseen veto. That leverage fueled shock and confidence. US officials know they hold a critical card. If Washington deems it adverse, it could delay or block licenses, risking a rift. Canada must evaluate capability, cost, and industrial benefits in a transparent framework. The government must demonstrate to Canadians and to allies that the Swedish jet is the best choice. Leaders must manage legal steps and diplomatic fallout with a surprised Washington. Meanwhile, the RCAF readies for change. Industrial benefits and jobs will weigh heavily. But so will alliance risk. Ottawa must make a watertight case at home and abroad. The benefits are real and compelling. For Canada, potential benefits are substantial, addressing long-standing national concerns. The most prominent benefit is financial. Lower acquisition and lifecycle costs could free billions, enabling a full fleet of 88 jets and investing in the Navy, the Army, or reducing fiscal strain. Industrial partnership and jobs are another major benefit. Local facilities create high-skilled work, infuse new technology, and integrate Canada globally. Operating non-US jets reduces dependency. The world is watching how this unfolds. Ottawa must verify claims on cost, delivery, and industrial benefits. Technical teams must assess performance and integration into NORAD and NATO. Discussions will run through Stockholm and Washington. Ultimately, it's a political decision, not just a technical one. Lower costs, domestic jobs, and alliance risks must all be weighed. Leaders must make the case to Canadians and allies. The chosen jet will guard Canada's skies for 2 generations. For now, the ball is in Ottawa's court. Canada must decide which fighter will carry its flag into the turbulent skies of the mid-21st century.